I try not to. As much as I try not to, it still happens. You know, I still think of her, and even though I try not to, like, even though I try to combat it, so to speak, like, try to be strong and get by and that. Hello, miss. Thank you very much. Yes, very kind.
How are you?
Yeah, it's getting better. Yeah. Well, diagnosed it as a fractured collarbone and 2 broken ribs.
That's why you are like this.
Yeah. Is that how I am, like that?
No.
No, someone else told me that. Yeah, someone else told me that. Yeah. Yeah, fractured collarbone and 2 broken ribs.
So you have to do operation or something like that?
No, just physiotherapy.
Physiotherapy.
Yeah, I've got to go Thursday.
Okay, I hope you feel better soon.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, lots of people regularly visiting you then.
Not a lot, not lots, no.
No?
No. But, there's some kind people, you know.
Who's that then?
She works in a sandwich bar. And she gives me sandwiches and that, you know. But you also get some nasty people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what do they do?
Well, they cut my eye open there one night.
Are your eye open?
Yeah. There. With a bottle. For no reason. And a few weeks ago, they, what did they do? They tried to take my bag, and when I pulled my bag back, one of them pulled out a cosh and it tried to hit me over the head, but I put my hand up and it smashed my hand. Yeah. And I've been threatened, you know, and just abused, you know, where people see you homeless and vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're a target for thugs and cowards and bullies, basically, you know. And same as when I got run over by the car the other week. He took off, he didn't even bother stopping, and people walking by who see me laying there, they didn't even stop to see if I was alright. Whereas a couple of weeks back, I was standing at Waterloo early one morning, about 9:30, reading the Metro, you know, the free paper you get, and I see a lady get hit by a motorbike, and fortunately she was okay. You know, it didn't actually knock her over, but it did hit her. Hello. It's a lovely little thing, isn't it? Oh, you're a lovely little thing, you are. I'd love you. Go on in, Bluey.
Come on.
The old man's waiting.
Come on.
He's lovely, isn't he? Yeah, and as I said, the lady got hit by the motorbike, but not really bad. It just sort of clipped her. And no one said a word to her, you know, and I was reading the paper and I actually see it full on. So when she walked across the road, I walked over to her and I went, are you alright, miss? You know, are you okay? And she went, yeah, it's just one of them days, you know. I went, no, but you okay? Do you need me to walk you anywhere? And she went, no, I'm alright, you know. But it struck me that no one stopped to see if this woman was okay, you know. And it was the same thing to me when I got run over. I was laying on the floor for 10 minutes, you know. Whereas I was injured, this lady wasn't. But it doesn't matter, she still was hit by a motorbike. Rush hour, hundreds of people walking by, and no one battering an eyelid to see if the lady was alright. You know? I can't understand that.
Why do you think people are like that?
Sorry?
Why do you think they're like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question because you've got two different aspects there. You've got an homeless man laying there on the floor, being hit by a car, you know, and you've got. I mean, I don't want to put myself down, but I'm not exactly well dressed and, you know, whatever at the moment. But this was a young lady, quite well dressed, on her way to work. I was down a back street in the East London. This lady was on a main street at Waterloo. So, two complete different circumstances, yet no one stopped for her and no one stopped for me, apart from me, who did stop for her, you know. Probably the most unlikeliest person you'd have thought who'd have stopped for her. A man, you know, down on his luck, you know.
Do you think that, you know, being on the streets has made you a different person?
Not really. Not really, I mean, no, you know, I've always looked out for people like that. Well, I ain't looked out for them. I mean, if I've encountered some circumstances like that, like with the lady with the motorbike, you know, I'd stop and help her, you know. Yeah, as I said, I've done a long time in prison, so you'd expect me to be the last person to stop, you know, like a stereotype with the person, would think I would be the last person to stop, you know. I don't know.
Do you reckon if you would have done anything, go back now, and change?
What do you mean?
I don't know, I mean, some people,
What, when I was younger?
or even like a couple of years back, or but some people, you know, they wish they had a chance to.
What do you mean, about the woman, or when I was...
But when you were younger?
Oh, I'd have changed everything.
Yeah?
I'd have changed everything.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a lot of choice at one time. I mean, I was put into care, fostered off. I'd rather have just been told to go and get adopted, you know, than instead of fostering me off with different parents every year, you know. And I'd rather my parents just went, right, we don't want him, let him go and get adopted, because basically that's what they done. So they didn't actually say it to me, well, but that's what they indirectly done. We don't want him, fostering him off. I'd rather they just went to the people who they were saying it to, adopt him, you know, get him adopted. We don't want him.